my name is Tania, and I'm here representing 3 entities, and they are all very relevant to my recommendations. I'm firstly representing the organization I work for, Pulse for Health, which is an agency that's dedicated to training bilingual HIV/AIDS service providers in providing culturally and linguistically appropriate services. I'm also here as a board member for the Juanes Memorias and all the great work that they do. And last but definitely not least, I'm here representing women. I wish and recommend for women to be adequately and equally represented in all HIV healthcare. As all of you know, the majority of women being affected today are women of color, and a high percentage of them are limited English proficient. So one of my recommendations is to make sure that when making decisions for women, whether they are straight, lesbian, or transgender women, that the materials that are created in a way that are culturally sensitive, that are very specific to the issues of women, and that they are also linguistically appropriate. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Precious Jackson, and I'm an HIV activist, and I'm also in HIV. My recommendation is when it comes to reducing the incidence among women and also a population that is never discussed, are heterosexual men. I would recommend that the federal government look at contributing factors to the increasing incidence of HIV, and that would be incarceration, poverty, employment, lack of education, and housing. I do have a statement that I also would like to make. If there was a cure today for HIV, would it also be a cure for racism, homophobia, and gender inequality? Thank you.
Maybe we got a follow-up order.
Hi. My name is Armand Cachero, and I'm a Filipino-American living with AIDS. I actually found out that I was HIV positive 4 blocks from here at the Gay and Lesbian Center on my lunch break from Victoria's Secret at Hollywood and Highland. And yeah, I'm gay. So and I went on my lunch break, and from there they took me by the hand and they took me to a case manager, a social worker, and made appointments for me for crisis counseling, for confirmatory tests for my doctor, for treatment education, and for the medications years thereafter. I have not infected anyone, and I'm undetectable now, and I'm on medications now, and those are all federally funded programs. And so it's so important that we have treatment education available. Treatment education programs, which is my recommendation, is not a duplication of services, because the doctors are being whittled down to only having 10 to 15 minutes, and you're supposed to see your doctor 4 times a year. That's only an hour a year for a potentially deadly illness that you can transmit to somebody, so it's not enough time. And they also argue that the nurse practitioners and the nurse case managers are supposed to take on that role, but the nurse case managers are following suit with the doctors, so they're really only given 15 minutes as well. And then the clients feel this pressure, and they're not able to bring up the issues that they have. So it's very important that we keep treatment and education programs. Thank you.